Hey, orange one here. I got a new mic. Can you tell? I think it does sound better. And I've kind of readjusted some of the volumes in the game. I actually already recorded what I thought was going to be episode 87, but the sound quality was not that great. It was, essentially, you could hear my keys a little bit too much for my liking. I mean, they are mechanical, and so you're going to hear them a little bit no matter what. But if I'm like hitting the controls right now, I'm just curious if you can even hear the keys, especially with the game sound going on, which also should be a little bit louder. I had with my old mic, basically I had to boost that up, I think is like 13 degrees, or not degrees, decibels. And is that something in the water moving? Am I? No, it's beak things. Okay, maybe you could go hunt some beak things and get us some meat, Sylas. I feel like they're moving slowly through the water. If you can shoot them, go for it. Yeah, it looks like it says you can. Yeah, I miss them. Maybe don't go into the water. Yeah, I basically had a gain of -9 on all of my games and a gain of 13.5 on my mic, just to, with the default settings on what you usually see, make it so you could even hear me. It was kind of crazy if you think about it. Are they? I swear they're swimming, but no, they're just walking. And they're not elders, so I think that we're gonna be okay. Yep. It looks like Sylas is gonna have a lot of meat on his hands here. A lot of meat and a lot of electrical components, which is precisely what we need right now. And so yeah, with the default settings on this microphone, which is a Blue Yeti, and I'm liking it, is so much louder. It was crazy how much louder it was. Like, it seemed like these things were on different settings, and it seems that these headphones for these gaming mics have this as a pretty common issue, is they're just super quiet. That thing's like neck move when we were like running by it. I thought you just ran through things. I didn't think that you actually clipped with them when they're dead. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird how everyone says those things, they sound quiet. Because it's like, it's got the same maximum, so why do gaming headphones sound so much quieter than like proper microphones? You know, it's like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, from what I've looked into, I don't fully understand the sound quality and whatnot with gaming stuff, but from what I can tell, essentially, decibels, when it's at 0, that's like the maximum on the digital medium. And when you get a like -10, it's like half that volume. -20, I think, is a quarter, so on and so forth. It's like logarithmic. And so like when I was getting a gain of 13 on my mic, I was essentially doubling the volume. Or like the pressure or whatever that you're putting into it, or it appears like it's getting. And that was like, then also the games were being cut in half, and then it was like comparable. Anyways, I got rid of that. Oh, so these guys chasing you? Maybe don't run around straight into them. That is a pretty big group of beak things. And now they're chasing you. Groovy. Groovy baby. So yeah, if you think about it, the mic was putting out like a quarter of what this mic is putting out. And consider this. This mic has a gain dial on the back of it that I've turned all the way down. Because I don't want to be dealing with that. And actually, if I've got the mic right next to me, like right next to my face, it seems to be right in the ideal range for OBS. Like if you're not familiar with OBS, I don't know, there's a way for me to quickly and easily show you what it looks like? I think there is. I think if I drag this over, it might be kind of weird. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see like the game audio is right there. And this is what I'm saying. And so from what I've heard, like this yellow is kind of where I want to be. We want the game to be around here-ish. And it was just a minute ago. So going by what OBS indicates, we're right where we would like it to be. That's kind of weird doing that, huh? Seeing that. And you're probably like, whoa, Orange One, you sound so different than I thought. Your voice. You know? I mean, I'm sick still. I've been sick for quite a while. I think I recorded at least one episode with my old mic when I was sick, so you can kind of hear that nasally, phlegmy sound. Sorry. But I'm doing a lot better, and I'm actually happy that I decided not to go with the first episode 87 that I recorded, because it was kind of my voice was way too loud compared to the game. I had to kind of adjust some things, and you could hear the keys because my mic was essentially like, I don't know, like a foot in front of me and above my keyboard, so I could see my computer. It wasn't blocking my computer monitor. And now I've got off to my left side here, and I've got my second monitor also off to my left. I don't see too well out of my left eye. It's kind of a weird thing. Oh, I should tell you guys about my left eye. I don't think I've ever talked about that on the channel. But anyways, if I was looking with my left eye, I couldn't really see my monitor on my left because the mic's kind of in the way there. I can see it totally fine with my right eye, which I use primarily. It's kind of weird. I've got what people call a lazy eye, but it's not what you think of when you think of a lazy eye, you know? Like, if you think of a lazy eye, what do you think? You think of like an eye that doesn't track properly, right? Like it looks like you're looking at a different place than actually you are. And my eye, it tracks fine, it just doesn't see very well. And it's not like I have bad vision. The doctor told me it's not just a vision thing, it's not like just like a lens thing, because it kind of changes over time. If I use it more or less, it changes. Essentially, my brain doesn't use that eye. And it's super weird, because it's like, it almost is dyslexic in some ways. Oh yeah, Sylas, get those electrical components in there. That's what I'm looking for. How's this green fruit? I think the green fruit is still waiting, but I think they're actually running up and putting some green fruit in there. I think we're going to be producing a lot more. Yeah, we're going to be producing a lot more here, so we're going to need to up the water. So yeah, basically with my left eye, I've got, it almost seems like dyslexia, like letters kind of blend together, and numbers kind of blend together in words. So if, like, for example, right now, if I'm trying to read these names with my left eye, I can't do that. Like hydro farmer, I can see there's kind of like an H, I can definitely see there's an F, but like D and Y, I'm not sure which one's going first. And same with like M and A, they're just kind of like blended together. But if I get like really big letters, like, let's see, what's a good example of something that I can read? Like even output is blended together. Pause. If I'm looking at the letters paused, A and U kind of look a little bit blended together, but the other ones, it's pretty clear the order on them. And so you can kind of get an idea that, yeah, my vision's not good with that left eye. It's like dangerously bad. And I was actually worried when I went to the DMV that they were not going to give me my driver's license because I can't really see with that eye very well. I was like legit worried. I was like, oh god, like they're going to take away my driver's license and I'm not going to be able to get to work. Because it's the thing is that glasses don't fix it. Because my eye, like, it adjusts, and because it's the brain not really using it, it just doesn't fix it. And it's so frustrating. Because I tried to do like therapy. There was like this like therapy that they did for kids. I think I was like in high school, and you're supposed to be doing it with like 4-year-olds, and they're like, yeah, you're kind of at the end of the time period when this actually will make a difference. So good luck with that, right? I'm gonna move these all up as well, all these new hydroponic things. Yeah, if I'm looking at like the game audio right now, it's getting near that yellow line where it's like, okay, that's kind of where you want to be for you and not the game, from what I've heard, because it's weird. Apparently, when you're talking, it sounds quieter than the game stuff, even if they're the same volume, you know? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the balance on this. I think I might let a couple people preview it and see what they think sound-wise, what it's like. But it's weird. I've tried to do that a couple times, and then because it's like that, and then people later, YouTube doesn't like that. It likes getting all the views in a short period of time because it's like a little mini viral trend, you know? If we get all the likes and comments and a lot of watch time, not views, watch time. It's all about watch time if you go into YouTube analytics and stuff. If that all comes in at once, it's like, oh, people really like this good stuff. But if it's like pocket here and then a pocket like a couple days later, it doesn't do too well. It's really weird. Okay, we can also make some skeletal arms. I think I'm gonna line those up because I think we need a left arm and a right arm. Because we were trying to recruit someone, I think, who was missing an arm. Could be wrong. Also, these guys, they will not join me. Oh, well, this dude's dead, but this guy right here, he's just gonna... He's stubbornly standing there. Kind of loot him at least and take his weapon away. I mean, really what we should do is we should throw you out into the battle against the UC when they get here. Because, oh yeah, I think I forgot to... I think I showed this in the last episode. The UC, they're coming in about a day from now. And I did send some people to go out hunting. So I got kind of hurt, but they're doing fine by now. Not wondered by the local faction. With the 4,000 bounty, I think that should disappear, but I'm not really sure. Because we are kind of infamous. If I look here, you've got meat. It looks like we were throwing more meat on there. And hey, look, we have reserves of meat now and food cubes. So we actually have our food industries kind of getting together here a little bit. And I can't remember. I think we got like this extra science books and stuff in a few episodes ago, so I don't think there's anything new there. Skeletal legs would be nice, but we need an AI core. I think we're gonna probably work towards that. I'm also really worried about this upcoming assault. Oh, Sylas, you're carrying someone on your back. We should be trying to recruit them. Go ahead and put them up here. I think we'll fill up to the left and then go like that, kind of like how you read in English. Which is really interesting. If you know, like, Japanese, they don't go from left to right like that in their written language. I think traditionally it goes right, or it goes up and down. It starts in the right corner and then goes down like that. And if you ever read manga, that's why, like, it goes right to left. Like the book appears backwards, it's kind of just how they write there, you know? Okay, Sylas, I'm gonna send you back out. Let's see what you can get. I mean, it's actually kind of morning right now. We could have sent you to go try and get one of those elite hunters, but that's not gonna happen now. I think I'm gonna try and recruit more people. We'll see what we can get. And at the very least, we could get another worker. I mean, look at how many people we have here. It's pretty sizable force. Granted, some of them don't have as good of gear as I would like. Sylas is getting chased. If we look at this, how's our armor crafting going? I'm gonna actually change this up. No more police helmets. I think what we need is samurai leg plates, and I think this is what I want to go for. I'm not sure. And this gives pretty good cut resistance. 70, 52. What about the police helmet? Yeah, I think the other one's better, the samurai one. But I think that they've got a similar effect on things, actually. Perception bonus is -20 as opposed to -10. So this really makes it hard to shoot a crossbow. But I think most of our people aren't going to be doing that. Okay, it says that's going to be high quality. And you're working on the armor plates. It's kind of weird. Can I tell you to work on the armor plates if you're not doing anything else? Actually, Baker, I'm going to also give you that job. I don't know if you guys met Baker or if that was in the last episode, but Baker, his job is to bake, obviously, right? Oh, you know what we needed to do is we needed to up our water production. Wells. I think I'm just gonna start putting more wells down here. Or we might be able to fit another one somewhere in here. God, this place is a mess. It's so gross how many wells we have. We could use this space that we have against this wall. Yeah, let's use that space there. It's not gonna, like, we're gonna be able to fit a building there. We might be able to fit like a small building there. How's it going, Sylas? You getting chased by... Oh, yep. Just shoot him. If it lets me. Yep. Sorry there, son. It's not your day. Yeah, Sylas, you're gonna need to fall back. Oh, he's actually dying. Huh, so if we hit them at just the right limb, can they go heal their compadre there? No, you just don't care? Well, that's rough. Can I sneak up on them? If I shoot this dude and the other ones are still there, I think we can sneak on them. There's one of them who's running over. No, he's not. I think we can get the jump on these dudes. So if we do something like this, it's gonna keep one of the bolts on us and our first aid kit, I think. Just seems like a smart move. Can I run faster? Yeah, we got this by this tree. It's like right by their dead friends. Unfortunately, we killed the prince. This is a shame because we can knock all these dudes out guaranteed. Meaning if we wanted to, we could have gotten to the prince. Like really easily there. Bummer. Well, that's good for me to keep in mind. I might want to just level up this assassination skill while we've got it like a easy guaranteed assassination, you know? It seems like super cheesy, but gotta do what you gotta do, man. Oh, this dude's got 99. Oh, ho, 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 hold up, hold up. Go pick him up. And go back to the tree, which was like... Where was it? It was like around here somewhere. No, there we go. Large backpack is right there. Landmarks, yo. You gotta know your landmarks. This back on. And back home. If we can have like a few more recruits with like decentish gear, I think that would help us in our... I mean, obviously that would help us in the defense of this place. I'm curious to see just how many people we could get recruited in the time period before they come knocking. And we have a day. And if we sent out a patrol, we could easily come back with like 6 or 7 or even 8 or more people. And I'm pretty sure that's probably the smart thing to do. But I also don't want to lose people, and I don't want to have a prolonged attack party out. Because that could really hurt our defenses. And I think at this point I do want to defend. And we could always run this whole group up to Morn and hide them in like a house in Morn and not fight. But come on. We're making Hiver limbs out here. We are pulling water out of a desert, yo. Like, we're making it. We're making it happen. I'm not running away from the UC. Gree. No cry. They'll be back. They'll be back. No, dude. You're gonna get crushed. You really think you're gonna attack? They're patrolling. Oh, maybe Sylas might be able to get them as well. Oh man, I'm gonna cough. Oh god. Are they attacking? Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I got a cough. I'm just gonna mute it. See how that works. There we go. Okay, like I said, still a little sick. Sylas, where are you right now? Did you put that dude in the cage? You did. Can't recruit him yet. Okay, can we shoot these dudes? Someone's gotta have a clear shot in. I don't like having Southern Cook run across the door like that. I feel like he's gonna get one shot. You know what we need to do is we need to put up like some sort of structure. Benedict, hold up. I do not want to lose Benedict, or any of you guys really, for that matter. He's not gonna bust through that either. Guys, stop. Okay, open this up. Are they dead? Yeah, they're dead. How sad. Oh man, I had the most messed up idea in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And I'm not sure if they're gonna go for it, or if it's so messed up the developers are like, no, we refuse to do it. So in the game, you can make dynamite activated explosives, and you can also radio activated explosives like dynamite. So you can put those on RC cars, and you can drive those around and put them in like a herd of zombies and then blow it up. Or you could throw it, or you could like make a sound trap or a sound generator and make that radioactivated, so you can press one button and make them go towards that sound and then have an explosive underneath it. Or you could have some firecrackers or even fire a gun at that location and have the zombies go there. So there's like a ton of ways to use them that are totally ethical and fine. But I had in the game a Chihuahua, and there's a way that you can strap a bag to a Chihuahua and you can put said explosives in the Chihuahua, and the Chihuahua, as naturally they do, constantly is barking, aka noise trap. And so I had this idea of sending them out, and they'll actually charge towards zombies, like totally charge right in, and then just using them as like a little martyr dog. I know, so messed up. I was like, oh god, did I just come up with that? What is wrong with me? Oh man, it was like one of the most evil things that I've thought of in a game probably ever. I was like seriously upset with myself after coming up with that. Sylas, meat for king. Dang it. Okay, these dudes, they don't want to leave me alone. I think we're gonna have to most likely kill some of them. That dude really wants a piece. I think we're gonna have to kill him. But yeah, I basically like put it on the comment section, or the bug reporting, because it won't let you explode something that's in your inventory. And I think because of that, if you put something in the inventory of like the NPCs, it won't work. And I think they've borrowed the code from that for the inventory of your pets. And so, yeah, the game just won't allow it, which is really weird because in that game, it's kind of like their motto is if you can do it in the real world, you can do it in Cataclysm. It's like, yeah, I mean, that's why my mom would never let our cats out during Halloween. People do that stuff. People just grab cats and stick like fireworks up their butt. Like, that's like pretty much word for word what my mom told me. Like, yeah, no, the cats are not going outside on Halloween. Which is so crazy to me that like people did that when I heard that. And then like here I am years later like plotting to make my chihuahua a martyr in the game. Oh man. I'm a bad person. But yeah, the developers were like, dude, this is like so messed up. But they didn't say they were not going to put it in. So if they put that in, that's my contribution to Cataclysm. That and a couple other bugs I reported, like items not working or, you know, working as intended. I think that we're going to be able to get maybe the prints here. I mean, not with this big old backpack that we got on, but we're going to do kind of like what we did before. I'm going to probably put stuff by this big tree right here. And we'll come back for it as needed if we need to. We dump this, it's just a bunch of meat and other stuff. And then, oh, you don't need that. Let's see if the game is feeling generous in our stealth. I don't understand why sometimes they see you and then other times they don't. You know? And, oh, nope. Let's pull them back towards our backpack and then we'll come back, I think. We just want to show you to King. Nah, dude. I'm not falling for that. I think we kind of want more princes from what... Or no, sorry, more soldiers is what I was thinking. Which backpack? Go get that. I'm fine with getting a soldier. I mean, they do get one-shotted, but the extra health on their torso and their chest, I think is worth it. I could be wrong. But from what I've seen, that extra toughness really helps, and they do have better combat stats off the bat. I do feel bad not going for the prince. If we had our crew just clear this group out, then I think I would go for it, but we're going and getting this assassination skill. Also, that is kind of what I'm thinking for those elite guards, is we need to get our combat, or not our combat, our assassination skill a little bit higher. And so just kind of trying to assassinate as much as possible is probably good. Probably good for Sylas. And it's just so crazy thinking about how this was like a zero stats starter character. And look at those stats now. Got 30 in crossbows. His melee defense is actually 65. Oh my god. That what we did to those guys in Morn looks like it paid off. Speaking of which, are those dudes still there? Have we fed them? They probably starved to death. And they've not been in game for a while, so I wonder if they're still alive or not. I think they're not, most likely. Oh, you know what? Really quick, I also have a pop filter, whatever it's called. I think it's called a pop filter in front of my mic. So I think that might be making my sibilants and like the P's and B's a little bit better sounding, making them just a little bit softer, because that was one thing that bothered me with my old mic. Listening to myself in my recordings was like, dude, you can really hear those sounds. That's pretty rough when I'm doing that. I do think it is better. I did drop like $130 on it, and I'm like, man, what am I doing? That's so much money. For like something where it's just like, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm complaining or anything, but something that I'm not really making money from. And I don't feel bad, because honestly, I just enjoy your guys' company. Like I was saying, like it's such a nice thing for me just to be able to talk to you guys. Don't worry about the money. That's that is low on my list of concerns. With this is like therapeutic for me. So it was just like, man, 130 bucks. I really shouldn't be spending that on this, you know, on stuff dedicated for the streaming. We'll see. It's an investment. We'll see if it pays off. I think it will, but you never know with that kind of stuff, right? In any case, like I said, don't worry if you haven't got anything to give. But if you're not giving, please remember to like and comment. I don't like doing that at the beginning of videos. It just feels dirty to me. It feels like I'm just totally begging, and I don't like that. But if you can, because if you guys have watched this all the way through, I'm assuming that you've liked and commented on there. But if you haven't, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting me more views. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. This has been Orange One.